Welcome back to Group 1 Glory. The 2001 Cox Plate, the protest fired in by Kieran McAvoy, third Viscount against second Sunline, and also the winner, and that was Northerly. The tension, it was dramatic.
Kieran McAvoy is the rider of Viscount third place getter. You've lodged objections against Northerly being declared the winner.
My horse was about to produce one final sprint. No sooner had he started to do that Northerly started to lay in and continually hammered into me all the way to the post. And at the same time, shortly after Northerly started to lay on me, Sunline had continued to come from the inside out and severely interfere with my horse. No rider stopped riding. I have no doubt that my horse would have won the race.
Yes, I believe that at the time that Kieran's horse and my horse have come together, that it's almost as much shift from the inside that it is my horses come in. And I felt that when we have come together that it turned my horse's hindquarters, it brushed my hindquarters and turned my horse in. I did stop riding my horse and straighten the horse. And at the very same time I felt that Sunline also shifted out. And it's unfortunate for Kieran, but he's been tightened for room there. But in my view, this happened far too close to the winning post, and the margin being 3/4 of a length from where Kieran's has been beating, that it's too great for this to be reversed. And I felt that my horse was entitled to win the race, and I felt that the time that the interference occurred that Viscount was a spent force.
Yeah, one other important point, Damien Oliver did stop riding, and that's obviously for a reason, because his horse was getting in.
I mean, I always carry the whip in the left hand on this horse. Which hand I carry the whip in is irrelevant.
Can I have a question, Charlie?
Yes.
What, did you stop riding your mount?
I stopped riding to ride it. I stopped riding to ride hands and heels, yeah, because you shifted out onto me. You carried Viscount onto me.
And that's because you got in on to Viscount?
Well, just as much as you got out onto me.
Now the stewards have considered these objections, and it's the steward's view that Viscount did come out slightly away from Sunline, which was shifting out, approaching the 100 metres, and made contact with Northerly, which was shifting in. Northerly and Sunline then shifted further and contributed to Viscount being hampered. And whilst interference did occur, the stewards can't be satisfied that the result of the race was affected in respect of the protest Viscount against Northerly. With the objection against Sunline by Viscount, the stewards believe that Northerly, by shifting in, did make a significant contribution to that interference. All objections are therefore
Ladies and gentlemen, all protests have been dismissed.
Thank you.
Well, it was certainly drama charged. It took a long time for those protests to be heard, and the tension, you could just feel it replaying those comments in the stewards' room there, Terry. But in my opinion, if you look at it, if the interference hadn't have occurred, what would have happened? And I think the same result would have been 1, 2, 3 over the line.
Yeah, I think Viscount probably had a chance of getting into second position. The following year, of course, Sunline said farewell, finishing in 4th position. Northerly came out and beat her again in the Cox Plate of 2002.
Northerly the outside going to Sunline. They got very tight, but Northerly wins the Cox Plate. A half length to Sunline, who is tight and close to the line. Third in the middle is Viscount, a gap further back there in the race to King Kaitel. Then Silvano, Universal Prince, further back Caetano.